Hi everyone. This time I didn't fly from Dublin to London as I usually would. Instead, I decided to take the bus, which was quite an experience. I started at the Dublin bus station, which is close to Connolly station, and took a bus that goes directly to London's Victoria station. This route includes a ferry ride across the Irish Sea, so it was a unique way to travel. The bus drives onto the ferry, but once you are on the ferry, you have to leave the bus and go up to the passenger deck. There you will find duty-free shops, a cafe, and lots of charging stations for your devices. The ferry ride took around 4 hours, and after that, we got back on the bus where we had a customs check. Then a stop in Birmingham around 4 a.m. for rest and refreshments. One big advantage of this bus ferry combo is you can carry more baggage than on a plane, and it's less expensive. The ticket cost me around €40, much cheaper than flying. However, this route only operates a couple of times a week and takes about 12 hours. So if you are short on time or don't like long bus rides, flying might be easier. I booked an Airbnb this time to avoid expensive hotel rates, which often go over £200 a night. I had a few fun and relaxing days exploring London's iconic sites and hidden gems. So let me walk you through each day. Day 1, exploring iconic London and shopping for tech. I started at Buckingham Palace with my friend, and we took plenty of photos around the palace and the beautiful gardens nearby, which I think was St. James Park. We then walked to see Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament, just soaking in the London atmosphere. Later, we had lunch at Flatiron and ordered 2 steaks and sides, which come with a token you can exchange for ice cream at the end. Such a nice touch. After lunch, we visited the Victoria and Albert Museum, famous for its art and design collections. The museum's architecture is beautiful, and the gift shop has lots of unique souvenirs. Next, we went to the Nature History Museum, which was extremely busy. While it was amazing to see so many exhibits, the crowd made it a bit overwhelming. As a tech upgrade for my video editing, I decided to get a new iPad at the Apple Store on Regent Street, known for its Christmas lights and festival decorations. I was so excited to buy an iPad with the M4 chip. My old iPad was an iPad Air 2 from back in 2020, so this was a big upgrade for me. Regent Street was gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to seeing it fully lit up for the holidays. At night, we went to London's Chinatown and tried some Sichuan dishes, then called it an early night since we'd walked over 30,000 steps. Day 2, more museums and iconic views. We had a lazy morning and didn't head out until noon. The previous night, the clocks had changed to winter time, so we were able to sleep in a little. We started with lunch at a Xinjiang restaurant, famous for its large portions, before visiting the British Museum, which is incredible. This was my third time visit, and it's always fascinating to see their world-spanning collection, from Egyptian mummies to Greek sculptures. After the British Museum, I visited the Apple Store in Covent Garden to finish setting up my iPad. This time, I also bought a keyboard and an Apple Pencil to make editing easier. Later that evening, we took a bus to London Bridge and took photos of the beautiful night view of the Thames and surrounding buildings. We wrapped up the night with a visit to the Sky Garden, one of London's highest public spaces. You need to book tickets at least 3 weeks in advance because it's very popular. The night views over the city of London were breathtaking, and it reminded me of the Umeda Sky Building in Osaka, which has a similar high-up observatory. We finished the night at a Asian-style noodle restaurant nearby, which was a perfect end to a busy day. Day 3, final day and reflections. After a restful morning, we explored the area around St. Paul's Cathedral, where we stopped for a meal before heading to the airport. We ate at Shake Shack. I had a cheeseburger and a milkshake, which were great. Reflections on London, highlights, challenges, and travel tips. The best of London. London is fantastic for anyone who loves art and history. The museums and galleries are mostly free, and the city is full of music, theater, and cultural events year-round. Public transport is also convenient with buses, trains, and underground. Foodie will love it too. You can find almost any type of cuisine here, from Asian to Mexican to Mediterranean. Challenges. While London is an amazing city, it can feel very crowded, especially in popular areas and on the tube. The underground, though extensive, can feel cramped and dated, especially on lines like the Jubilee and Central lines. And accommodation can be pricey. Definitely book well in advance or try alternative options like Airbnb. My top tips for visiting London: make sure to plan your routes and book tickets in advance, especially for attractions with limited entry. Wear comfortable shoes because even with public transport, we will walk a lot. And lastly, be cautious with your belongings, as pickpocketing can be an issue in busy areas. Overall, London was a wonderful experience, and I will definitely return, maybe at Christmas, to see all the decorations lit up.